This is number 13 in our homework for Unit 67, where we're asked to determine the measure of angle X. And angle X we can clearly see in our picture here is this angle right here. So we need two sides of this right triangle in order to be able to determine the measure of angle X. So to get this side right here, we have to take the difference between our longer end of the taper and our shorter end of the taper. So if we take the 0.625 minus 0.375, we get a difference between the longer and shorter end. And then what we have to do is to divide that by 0.188. Sorry, I meant to say divide that by 2 to determine that distance, that length of that right triangle. And we do in fact find that that distance is equal to 0.125 inch. Now to determine the length of the side opposite angle X, we have to consider the fact that it is a part of this full length here. So to find what remains in between here, which would represent that length of the side opposite of angle X, we're going to need to subtract our 1.562 and our 0.375 from the 2.125. And we find that that length of the side opposite of angle X would be equal to 0.188 inch. So now we consider the fact that we want to find X. We know the side opposite of X, and we know the adjacent side. So to find an angle, we have to use the inverse function. So for tangent, it would be the inverse tan of the side opposite over the side adjacent. And we find by doing that X has a measure of about 56.38 degrees. But they're asking us to round that answer to the nearest minute. So we know we've got a full 56 degrees. Now the question is, how many minutes do we have? So I subtract 56 to get 0.380320371, and we know there are 60 minutes in a degree, so I need to times that by 60. And I get 22.8, which is equivalent to 23 minutes. Now the answer in the back of the book says that it is 51 degrees 25 minutes. I disagree. I believe that the measure of angle X is in fact equal to 56 degrees 23 minutes.